Today we're going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is the second game of the series, so we're still in November. We gotta push through November so it can go to December, and push through December to go to January, and then push through January to go to February. But you know how the process is. I'm just trying to make content for 2K20, so y'all won't be like, oh, he don't make 2K videos like that no more. But I do. But I just want to let y'all know that I'm trying to play every single game for the first time. It's my first time playing, so you know. I had an old console that was on 2K20, but I saved everything, so hopefully I can keep up with my Xbox One and not get nowhere I'm not supposed to be going and stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep it forever, man. So if I still go to somebody's house, I won't take my console. I'm gonna just leave it where I live at, so that would be cool, man. I ain't trying to lose it no more, man. I did that the first time with my mother. I went over to my mother's house. I brought my Xbox One, the controller. She gave it to somebody else. I ain't trying to do that. Man.
The Thunder, no doubt, one of the NBA's best dressed squads. Coming down the tunnel earlier tonight, they'll want to carry that sharp look onto the floor in front of their home crowd. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Paul.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan said, "I've said it all along. We've got to be a team that hangs our hat on defense. And with their size and athleticism, there's no reason they can't be the best defense in the league." Kevin?
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. Out of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open-floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, you have great athleticism. Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced, sort of read and react system is the absolute ideal style.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Harris in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, Robertson is out there with Chris Paul. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot.
Well, this is the go-to shot for Danny Green. So good in his pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot.
Now the pass to Muscala. Paul against Harris. Clock at 6. Shoots from 14. Paul's shot is off. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Thunder. Here's Kuzma. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Gifted at scoring from there. Really, Kuzma is a legit threat to capitalize from almost anywhere.
Paul passes to Muscala. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
throw, good. Cephalosha. And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebound.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
Cephalosha hits both of them. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Harris passes to James. Fader on the way. That's good from Davis on the assist by LeBron.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision unreal.
Robertson the pass to Adams. All against Harris. 5 on the clock. Here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis. Doris, Adams, a terrific player on the floor. But you know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talk about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
No good on the free throw. Or as you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Oh, Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
And he's good on the second.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Now here is Davis, coming off his stellar performance against Oklahoma City.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
That's to Muscala. Ball outside. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Adams. Rebounded by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. It's stolen by Green. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And Kuzma slams it in.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. 9-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game in. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's Harris. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Kuzma. That one wide left.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Adams. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 7. Lets the three fly. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 7 points for Kyle Kuzma.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Here, these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mike Muscala. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Cephalosha. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Paul. The Lakers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Harris.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Adams. Here's Schroeder. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Hits it from three-point range.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Shoots over Schroeder. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now, here's Schroeder. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer from beyond the arc, and then some. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Boy, not sure they want Schroeder taking that shot, but you can't argue with the result. That will give them some confidence from distance.
Davis against Noel. For 3, Caldwell Pope. That shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. And it's Schroeder in the corner. There's the lob to the hoop. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
It's stolen by Adams. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Schroeder. He has 7.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Cook, the pass to LeBron. Here's Cousins. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
You have to guard DeMarcus Cousins wherever he is on the floor. I don't care if it's the mid-range. Get a hand up and contest.
Here's Schroeder. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
You hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Ferguson. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Noel in at the power forwards position. And so here is Oklahoma City following the three by the Lakers. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Thunder trailing by 9.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Leads away. McGee's shot is off. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable with his length.
Well, it's just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Look for Oklahoma City. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Terrence Ferguson. Robertson comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Troy Daniels. And Harris subbed in for Quinn Cook. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
EA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. Here's Paul. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. It's good. Muscala's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, Green over Robertson. And there's Green on the assist by Harris. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Great shooters can finish against excellent defense. It is what separates guys like Danny Green from the pack.
And Noel kicks to Sefolosha. The dish to Robertson. Paul outside. A 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. For 3, Harris, and another 3 for the Lakers.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
And stolen by Harris. Kuzma outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's the hustle you love seeing from Kuzma. And when he moves like that, he is tough to guard.
Now here's Noel. It's good. Noel's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And here's Bradley from 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Basket counts.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Thunder trailing by 6. Al Paul. He has 6. Here's the teardrop. Kuzma pulls it in. 1:21 left to play here in the half. And James gets it to go.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
Here's Robertson. Adams trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Robertson. Robertson's got his second basket of the night. Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Some changes. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Cephalosha. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Harris. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, here's Adams. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and there's another one for the Thunder. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. There's the three, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Cook. McGee trying to break free. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And here's Schroeder. Over Cook. And so it's Los Angeles, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. They scorched the hardwood with an aggressive style that put them on a 12-3 run to start. As the first quarter came to a close, however, they found themselves up by just 4. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrapping.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So, from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Harris in at the point guard position. Davis with the double team. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Robertson's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Thunder.
And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece for the Thunder for so long. His absence was clearly felt.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Cephalosha. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Adams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And the pass to Green. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. And with Robertson, you're missing his versatility on the defensive end.
It's no secret that he is out there due to his incredible defense. This guy can guard forwards, he can guard guards, and his reach is so important to this defensive scheme.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Left side, Adams. Looking to end the run. The offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Lakers leading by 16. Harris outside. Over Paul. That's good from Harris on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 3 assists tonight.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Now, here's Robertson. He has 6. Here's Adams. Good. Adams has got 5 points so far.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Timeout called the Lakers. He's checked in for Danny Green. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. Chris Paul, 4th.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Bradley. Lakers working the ball around now. Davis finds Bradley. And here is Harris, defended by Robertson. And that one's good by LeBron.
Yes, sir. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Ball against Harris. Adams outside. Back to Sefolosha. To the middle. Here's Adams. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. That's a 2 from Paul, and a miss there off the inbound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And here is Paul, after Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Davis kicks to Harris. It's Bradley on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis, and the Lakers check on 2 more. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Craig, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And here's Bradley from 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Robertson, the pass to Paul.
And the future Hall of Famer continues to get it done. Paul is a special point guard who just wants to win.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
And the first one at the line is good. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Andre Robertson. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Lakers. Troy Daniels comes in for Avery Bradley. He's half on the second.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Inside, Harris. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. The Thunder with another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
I'll tell you, LeBron James can put a defender on skates, keep him off balance. There is no limit to where this guy can score from.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by LeBron James. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Harris. Ferguson for 3. It's good from long range. Ferguson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harris looking it over. Daniels passes to Harris. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Harris outside. Kuzma kicks to Harris. And ball over to help. Back to Kuzma. The second chance effort. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 8th assist in the game. Now here's Paul. He's covered by Daniels. Now here's Paul. From deep three-point range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Mike Muscala out there with Ferguson, and it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Of course, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So, with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Here's Adams after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Pass to Ferguson. Harris against Schroeder, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Over Green, and he overshot that one, missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
James misses. Oklahoma City's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting, and there it is for him.
Well, the Dennis Schroeder show is cooking on all cylinders right now. The defense has no answer.
And the Lakers call time here.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. The young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
Sefolosha is checked in for Ferguson. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with him.
Now Adams, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. No one near James as he lets it go. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Ruger passes to Muscala. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Harris. The Lakers with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Thunder have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Passes it to Burton. Here's Baisley. There's the pass to Diallo. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pulls up on the wing, and that one's good by LeBron.
This is where the defense says, uh-oh, because LeBron James is cooking.
Diallo with it. Harris is there. Shot good by Diallo.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. For 3, Harris. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His 2nd 3 of the half right there.
Pass to Nader. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And it's Green missing. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Diallo with it. Harris is there. And stolen by Cousins. Davis finds Green. Here's the 3. Burton grabs the miss. Oklahoma City shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. 3-pointer. The shot by Nader, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. But they'll get another chance. From deep, Green.
And this is first personal foul. Harris. Shooting 1.
All right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that 3-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Kept alive. Pass to Nader. For the three. Good on the three-point shot. So it's the Lakers now. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
For three, Harris. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Diallo with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. We got to go out there and fight every game, hustle our energy, our defense, and we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Sweat and tears, now we see the results of all the word to God. Isn't Papa still here? Some of these widows were not so cavalier. We all know that the game has changed. It's crazy out here, rap's got a bad name. Think about it, what if the play never happened and the true artists...
Alright guys, so we won against the OKC Thunders 2 times in a row. We got two more games before we end November mark. So yeah, man, we're gonna make one more video and then I should be good for today. Going up against the Grizzlies next episode, but yeah, man, we got at least two more games, man, before we end November. So hopefully we can do that. And yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Trying my best to post these videos, and yeah, man, if you enjoyed, I appreciate it. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video.